Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fallen Flag Fan. And oh boy, I am excited today because I'm doing another model unboxing. And as you can see, it's Kato's FEF3 number 844. And as you can also see, I have the box facing away from me because unlike Big Boy, it's translucent on the front and you can see the engine. And I haven't actually looked at it yet because I want to capture my reaction on camera. I just saw it briefly in the box and I flipped it upside down. So yeah, but I actually have some crazy lore with this, which I'm going to explain real quick. So right when I was first getting into model trains, like I didn't even have a permanent layout. Like my track was just a loop on the floor. I bought one of these. It was like the first expensive model I got. And that was the old version, the Greyhound scheme. This is the black version because I wanted it to be accurate to how it looks now. And the gray version discontinued, which I wanted the gray version, but it discontinued. So yeah. But anyways, and I broke it. It couldn't get around the curves on my layout. The curves were too tight, so it derailed. And I think I was just running it too fast. And also I was sick when it arrived, so I wasn't thinking clearly, like really sick. And I still ran it anyway because I was insane and way too excited. But anyways, I'm hoping that it'll work. But anyways, so after I got it, right, it didn't work, right? So then I picked it up and I dropped it. And it fell on the floor and it shattered and it got destroyed. And I was freaking out because I spent so much money on it. But I put it back together, packed it up, sent it back, and actually got a refund. And I haven't touched 844 again since. But now we're touching 844 again. I have a warranty, so you know if it doesn't work, I'll just send this one back too. I hope it does because I know it's good because it's Kato. But anyways, let's take a look at the box. So, or the back of the box anyway. So here we have a little bit of info on the FEF. If you don't know about it, you should probably read that. But who doesn't know about 844? It's 844. It's called the Living Legend for a reason. We got, of course, the related products section with a little locomotive called Big Boy, who I have right here, pulling a very long freight train set up for this video. I'm telling you, I don't know why, but that Big Boy looks so much better on camera than it does on video. That doesn't make any sense. It looks better on video than it does in person. I don't know why. But anyways, this cost me $199 on Amazon. I was going to buy it from Train World, but Train World was selling it for more money. So I just went ahead and bought it off of Amazon. And it arrived right now. It was supposed to arrive on Thursday. The day I'm recording this is Tuesday. So it's 2 days early, which is nice. But anyways, let's take a look at the front of the box now. Yeah, let's see. I don't know if this will be worth $200, but hey, the Big Boy is worth $270, and I'm so glad I bought it before the tour, the Big Boy tour, because now it's so much more expensive. But anyways, you can say Union Pacific FEF3 steam locomotive number 844, and on this side, same thing. Okay, time for the moment of truth. It's time to actually flip this thing and look at 844. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh yeah, look at it in there. Oh, I'm so excited to unbox this thing. The finish is so nice. It's got that nice quality finish, you know? Makes it look so much more real. I think the tender is the exact same as Big Boy. But anyways, let's not dwell on this because I want to see this thing open and running. So let's get this thing open. It's going to be the weird foam packaging like Big Boy. Slide it out. Yeah, oh, this is bringing back memories. The last time I unboxed one of these was like 5 years ago. Again, when I was just getting into modeling. Yep, this is exactly how I remember it being. Okay, let's hope it doesn't completely fall apart. Yep, there it is, still in the foam. Here's the instruction manual. FEF3, please tell me it has... Yes, it has a front coupling thing like Big Boy does. Oh, man. I was hoping I wanted to do a double header with these two. It actually has one. Oh, that's sick. Oh, how to disassemble the roof for DCC. Okay, limited warranty. Yep. This product will be free from defects. Maximum operational voltage. It doesn't say... Oh, look. The minimum operational radius is 11 inches. This layout is 11.25 inches. Oh, don't tell me it has Oh, it doesn't have them pre-fitted. Okay, the points on my layout really don't like the trip pipes and the brake pipes. They derail. Anyways, I had to cut Halton's off with nail clippers. Halton is the BC Rail C40-8M I have right over there. Yes, he's named after Cal Unit Productions. Anyways, let's get this guy open. Okay, there goes that and that. Kato packaging is really nice. They really do a good job at making sure their engines are protected. Here's a little accessories bag. Yep, there's that front pilot. I think it's the exact same as Big Boy's front pilot. I'll definitely be putting that on. And I actually figured out how to do it now. Oh my God. It's way bigger than I thought it would be. It's big, even compared to Big Boy. This thing is... Oh, wait, let me bring in Big Boy for size comparison. I thought this would be way smaller. Yeah, let me bring in Big Boy here. Yeah, compared to Big Boy, wow, it's actually not that much shorter than Big Boy. The thing's huge. Wow, I thought it would be tiny, or like half the size of Big Boy, because it's a 484 and Big Boy's a 4884. Oh my gosh. Look how long that smoke box is. Okay, enough stalling. Let's actually get it out of the packaging. Yep, nice clamshell like Kato always does. Get that weird plastic thing off, which is used to lift up. Those wheels are so big, even like the leading and trailing wheels. Huge. Okay, that's off. I'm not going to make the mistake. I'm actually going to use the railer. Just dig it out from my disgusting layout underneath the table is just so bad. Anyways, here's the railer. So I'm going to move the tripod back a little bit so we can actually see this. We put it on the rails for the first time. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's literally the exact same tender as Big Boy. Oh, yeah. Yep, just hold it by the running plate. Come on, Fallen Flag fan. You know what you're doing. I don't know why I talk to myself in third person. Oh, boy. Oh, get on the layout, 844. Okay, now I'm actually really worried about the 11-inch radius curves on the layout. I don't know if it'll... Oh, wait, that's the same line as Big Boy. That spoiled the reveal. Wow. It works, guys! I just wanted to get Big Boy onto the other circuit so it would... And it just derailed on the curves again. Oh, lovely. Wow, that light completely spoiled the entire punchline of the review. Now Halton is sneaking into frame and Big Boy's in the background. Okay, let's go ahead and get my railer back. That was very anticlimactic. Let's grab 844. Let's put her back on the rails. The living legend. Okay. Now that nightmare is over, let's actually take a look at some of the details on this thing before, and then we'll do the running section pretending I didn't spoil it. I was just going in to look at the details, but man, these two side by side. Oh yeah, something tells me 844 is going to become my most run model. Okay, first thing I'm noticing, it actually has the Mars light, or the top light, which is super iconic to 844, so I'm glad it has that. And it's got the white wall tires, so I think this is maybe 90s condition 844 or early 2000s. It's not modern day condition. I don't like the unpainted front wheels. 844 has that, but they have that pretty much in real life, so I get why they did it. Top boiler detail, I mean, it's pretty much the same story as Big Boy. You should probably just go watch my Big Boy view, honestly. A lot of it's molded. Yeah, it's not the greatest detail ever, but it makes them sturdy engines. They don't break, and that finish really helps. Comparing the tenders, yeah, they're pretty much the same tender. Very similar, at least. Although I think 844 has an extra set of wheels. Or am I just losing my mind? Maybe I'm just losing my mind. But yeah, I love the detail on this thing. I don't know if it's worth $200, especially with all the molding detail, but it's really nice. I wonder if it has smoke. Oh, it doesn't have smoke. Neither does Big Boy. For a model of this caliber, I was kind of hoping it'd have smoke, but whatever. I guess now we can look at the performance. Okay, now I'm going to run the thing, and we're going to collectively agree that horrible mistake I made earlier did not happen. We're just gonna run 844. Okay? So here we go. First ever power test. Oh my God, does it work? Yeah, it works. I'm not fooling anyone. Yep, there it goes. Kinda anticlimactic. I was freaking out when Big Boy first moved, but I guess now that I have two super high detailed Kato models, getting a second one is kinda lame, but still awesome. Wish I could have gotten the Greyhound version, but those white walls look very smart. Oh yeah. I really like the red light on the front. Actually, does the light work? Big Boy's light works. Well, it's more reliable than Big Boy, I can tell ya. Right now, Big Boy would like stutter at the slower speeds. Actually, no, it is stuttering at the slower speeds. Oh yeah, the light definitely works. I was worried that I damaged Big Boy because it started doing that, but I think that's just how these models are. But I haven't run it in yet, so who knows. But now it's time for the ultimate enemy, the curve. I don't know if it's gonna make it over that, frankly. But I mean, Big Boy can make it over it, so surely 844 can, right? I mean, it jumped the tracks earlier, which is, again, kind of anticlimactic. But let's go really slow and see if it jumps the tracks. It stopped. Okay, it hit the bridge. Is that third wheel blind? Like, you know, flangeless? Because it kind of looks like it is. Because if I take the phone off the tripod here, is it blind? Is it flangeless? I don't know. Because look, when it goes around the curve... Oh, now the front wheel jumps. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work on my layout. No! Well, let's try the outside line. Maybe it'll fare better there. Okay, I'm on the outside loop, and only one of the... I don't actually remember. I have to look at it from above. Yeah, no, these are all 11.25 radius. But again, 11.25 radius. You're seeing this from me right there. Minimum operational radius is 11 inches, so it should be working on this track, but it's not. Anyways, let's see it over this curve. Maybe it won't derail this time. Nope, it derailed. Yep. It's that front driving wheel. Yeah, it's the front driving wheel, and it's pulling the bogey off with it. Okay, well, if I just drive it really, really slowly over the curve, maybe then it'll work. Oh, it's really smooth. I really like the performance on this thing. Nope, still jumps the track. Again, 11 inches, that's what the instructions say. And it's completely dysfunctional on these curves. Oh, that's such a shame. This thing is so nice. I don't want to have to send it back. I mean, I guess I figured this should happen. Because, you know, it happened before. Oh, that sucks. Okay, let's try one last ditch attempt. I have an idea. Okay, so I flipped the engine around. So now it's going to run the opposite way over the curve. And I highly doubt this will make any difference. But let's just find out and see if it does. It's definitely very stiff-legged on the curves. Do not tell me it's going to make it around. You're kidding me. Why did that make the difference? This was supposed to be a joke. Or a last-ditch attempt. Oh my god. Why didn't it derail? What? Excuse me? Anyone else who has this model, is this normal? Yep, it's not even slowing down on the curves. It's like there's no resistance at all. What? Okay, so maybe I can keep it, but only run it in this direction. Okay, what? Okay, I'm trying flipping it around again and seeing what happens. Dude, history is actually repeating itself because I almost just dropped the thing. I was putting it on the rails, and I had the first two wheels on the rails, and I was gonna like drive it off, you know, like you turn the power on once the first wheel's on, because you can go slower and more precise than if you just pushed it with your hand, right? And it nearly flipped off the table. I'm serious. Like, oh my god. History is actually repeating itself. Okay, please don't do that. Okay, well now it's flipped the other way. So let's see if it makes it around the curve this time. Bet you anything it's gonna derail. What is going on? Oh my god. Is it not derailing? Nope, it derailed. It actually derailed. What? Is it just this one curve? I'm so confused. Wait, what? No, wait. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's try again. A bit more speed this time. Yeah, it derails. Okay, now let's try going backwards over the curve, facing this way. See if maybe that makes the difference? I'm so confused right now. I really hope I don't have to send this model back because it's so nice. Okay, it's back on the rails now. Yep, on the rails. Okay, let's try driving it backwards over this in this direction. The tender did something weird. Is it just that front wheel? It must just be that front right wheel. Look, it's I have a hunch. It's not derailing when it goes from straight to curve, but it's derailing when it goes over this connection. Okay, I'm gonna try it on a different curve and see what happens. Okay, we're on the other side of the layout, the other curve. So let's try reversing over it. Ooh. There was a lot of a slowdown. It was a big slowdown, but no derailment. Okay, let's try it this way. Yep, jumps right on the connection. Same as before. Okay, now let's try driving it in the other direction. Okay, now it's running the other way, the way it didn't derail on the other curve. So let's see if it derails now. Nope. Not jumping the track. So, I guess it works as long as I never run it the other way. I don't know if that's clockwise or counterclockwise because I haven't looked at an analog clock in like 8 years. Wow. It's making some weird, concerning noises, but it's performing fine. Look, it's not even slowing down on the curves. I'm so confused. So it must be that front wheel set then. Okay, well, let's do something a bit risky. Let's drive it at speed over the curve and see what happens. Put my hand over here in case it just derails and flies off. Okay, yep, now it derails. Lovely. Okay, so I've flipped the Living Legend on its side so we can take a look at those wheels. And first of all, these wheels are not bland. They are flanged, so there's that. These wheels are here. They have very little lateral play. The back wheels are sprung. These have lots of lateral play, which explains why it can go backwards without derailing. But these front wheels, almost none. So this is probably a really terrible idea because I have two options now. One, pack it back up and send it back and get a refund. Or loosen that screw right there and see if it fixes it. Hopefully this doesn't void my warranty. Come on. Just a little bit, just like one crank. Okay. Well, those wheels also have springing. So these wheels have springing and these wheels have springing, but the front wheels don't. Why'd you not put springing on the front wheels? I mean, they do seem to have more up and down play now that I loosen the screw. I don't know, let's put it back in the rail, see what happens. Okay, moment of truth. Does loosening the screw fix the derailing problem? Let's find out. We're gonna go slow to start, see if it makes any sort of difference. Come on, moment of truth. Oh! Aww. It survived one joint and then jumped on the second one. Gosh darn it. If only the springing, if only it had springing lateral play on that front wheel. Because why would you only put springing on the second and fourth axle? It's stupid. Man, I really hope I don't have to return this thing. Anyways, I've zoomed way in on the wheels, and I'm going to use my video. I'm going to see if it jumps, or why it jumps. Yeah, it just jumped off the track there. So now I'm going to review the footage to see what happened. Well, I reviewed the footage, and it didn't really help. So I do have a theory, a hunch. Oh my god, now it's all derailing. I do have a theory, a hunch, one might say. It's the fish plates. It's not the track itself. It's not the radius of the curve that's causing it. Oh, fine, we'll get the railer. It's not the radius of the curve that's causing the derailment. It's the fish plates. Because this is a Kato model, and it's running on Bachmann track. So it's got to be the fish plates. Because it doesn't derail on the curve before the fish plates. So somehow the fish plates or the connection have to be derailing it somehow. I don't know, maybe the flanges are too big and they're touching the other thing or whatnot, or they're too close to the wheel. I don't know, but I'm zoomed way in now on this. Yeah, because when it goes from straight to curve, it doesn't derail, but then it goes over this, and then it jumped a little bit, but it didn't derail. And then that second one, yeah, it jumps. It's always the sleepers. Okay, so I did more fruitless experimenting off camera, and now I'm doing more fruitless experimenting on camera. Because as you can see, I've coupled it up to a consist. I know you're not supposed to do this until after they're run in, but, you know, I can't really run it in. As you can see, it hasn't derailed yet. Because, yeah, if I run it in this direction, it doesn't derail for some reason. So I have a hunch it's either the wheel, like there's something different about the wheel on each side, or maybe it has more play in that direction, or maybe the sleepers are just better in that way, even though they're the same sleepers. I don't know. But if I run it this way, it has zero issues. It can go over the points even, both these sets of points, and it has no problems. It's super reliable. The motor is nice and powerful. It can pull these 8 coaches, easy peasy, no slowdowns, not even on the curves. So, and it made it around the curve in that tunnel and that curve over there, no problem. I don't know if this justifies keeping it though. If I can only run it in one direction, you know, and that direction is facing against the yard, so it can't do any switching or anything, or like put its train into the yard, so it always has to run against the flow of the yard, unless I move the yard just for this one engine. I mean, it did cost $200, and I do really like it. I don't know if I should keep it. I mean, and I can't even run it fast, because if I run it fast, this is like 30% speed. I don't know how fast this thing can go. You know, being a Northern, being an express, you know, high-speed passenger engine, you know, I'd want it to run fast. Like that would be prototypical. So I'm going to speed it up to 50% once it makes it this straight here, and I'm going to see. Does it derail at higher speeds? Okay, it actually didn't. I think this is about the speed I'd run like your typical express. You know, this is about 50% speed, or like this is the speed I'd want to run it in at. And yeah, it doesn't seem to be... Yeah, it's fine. And you know, I do actually have some engines in my collection. They're ACEs and ACUs, also from Kato, that are rated for a minimum radius of 14. And they work fine on this layout. But I had to run them a lot first, and then like the axles got used to being twisted that tight, I guess, and it worked. And yeah, they're not the most reliable, but you know, I don't want to have to buy new curves and rebuild my entire layout just because of it. But yeah, 844 seems to be running just fine. in this direction with this consist at 50%. So let's crank it up to like 75% speed. Yep, now it jumps. So, I can only run it in one direction and up to 50% speed only, or it jumps the tracks. Does that justify keeping it? Should I return it? Are there even any other like Northerns in this price bracket that I could get? Is there a modification I could make to it that would, I mean, my warranty thing or my return policy is good for 30 days. So I have a while to make this decision. But I don't know. Like, I don't even know what's causing the derailment. I don't know if it's the front wheel. I don't know if it's the front bogie. I don't know why it only does it in one direction. Like I don't know. Like, I really got nothing, man. Because let's just, put it back on the rails once again. Let's crank it up to like 60% speed. Nice high express speed. Put my hand here for when it inevitably doesn't derail. Okay, and now it does. Like, I don't know. Does that justify keeping it? I mean, I can't run it. And I mean, unless I switch my entire track system to Unitrack or buy wider radius curves, I guess. But like, what about this S curve or like switching tracks or the yard or this here? Like, I don't know. Like, are there any other Northerns in the $200-ish price bracket that I could even buy that are not crappy? I'm looking at you, Bachmann J class. To run. Like I don't know. Like, I really like the model, but should I keep it? I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll do more tinkering off camera, and I guess I'll send this out. Maybe someone will have the answer. I don't know. Is there something wrong with my track? Is it the fish plates? I mean, I'm sure it's something wrong with my track. I have cheap quality Bachmann Easy track, but look how much track I have. Like, look how much track I have. Like, I cannot afford to replace all of this with Unitrack. It has to stay Bachmann. So, I don't know. Like, well, should I just return it? But then, like, because I feel like I'm well in my, legal right to return it. Because, again, 11-inch radius curves. And it doesn't work on 11-inch radius curves. So, obviously, false advertising, I can return it. But, like, I just feel like I'm missing something. So, I guess I'll just upload this video, see if anyone has the answer. If you know a way to make it work on this track or know why it's doing this, or if you have suggestions for other Northerns I could buy, or like Northern or like Berkshire or like some high-ish quality steam engine like that, for around $200, maybe $250 to replace this, I mean, I'm all ears, but yeah, I really don't. I mean, I don't have a solution. I'll do some more tinkering in a bit, and then I'll give a final update. But yeah, I don't know if I should keep it. Okay, huge update. I ran it in a loop this way, the way it doesn't derail, for like 6 or so minutes, and watch. Look, now it can go that way without derailing. So yeah, I think I just need to run it a bunch, and then maybe it won't derail. I mean, high speeds probably still not going to happen, but yeah, it actually does work. I mean, even at like 50% speed, no problem. Okay, I'm gonna couple it up and run it for like 20 minutes at 50% and just see if that fixes it. Okay, now I'm getting excited. Maybe I actually can keep it. As soon as I get hope, it jumps the tracks while I'm not looking. Gosh darn it. It keeps derailing. It was perfectly fine there for a while, and now it's toast. So, everything I said applies again. If someone knows how to fix this, please tell me. If someone has another Northern or Berkshire or Mountain or whatever that I could buy in N scale that's decent quality, like the Kato for around 200, 250 that's actually out, not pre-order, then please tell me. Or if anyone knows how to fix this, please someone tell me how to fix this. This is a really nice model. I want to run it on my layout. But I just can't justify keeping it if it can't run on my layout without derailing every 5 seconds. So, yeah. Very depressing ending, I know, but please, if you have a way to fix this, please tell me. I want to know. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Catch those units while you can. Blah, 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 blah.
The next day.
Please help me. Okay, remember all that stuff I said yesterday? All that gloom and doom, all that depression and upset that I wouldn't be able to keep the 844? Well, as it turns out, all of that was just misguided panicking because as you can see, I fixed it. Yep, 844 is completely fixed. Remember how I loosened the base screw? Well, I loosened that screw a little bit more, and I loosened the other screw behind the third axle, and 844 is completely functional on 11-inch radius curves now. At least in this direction. In the other direction, it's still a little bit finicky, but this is the direction that it was derailing in before. So yeah, now I know it can go this way. Sadly, the smoke deflectors reach out over the rails, so it can't run on either of the two inner lines because it hits the bridges. But that's something I'm willing to live with because the outer line is the most important line. So yeah, the living legend, insert Nebraska 66 song here. I'm definitely gonna make a video with 844 and Big Boy. Big Boy's obviously here. I'm gonna make a video with 844 and Big Boy at some point, fairly soon. But I just want to show this off. The performance of 844 has dramatically increased. Look at this. My track's very dirty, so engines tend to not be great performers, but the slow speed acceleration is great, and I can even run it at maximum throttle, which is a very high realistic speed, around probably 110 miles per hour in real life. I mean, we don't actually know how fast. Nobody actually knows the top speed of the FEF3s, but look at that. No derailments. I'm gonna stop now before it derails and I regret everything. But yeah, I'm keeping it. It looks awesome. All that gloom and doom was for nothing. If you commented another Northern or a solution without watching the full video, 1, you have a short attention span, you should be ashamed of yourself, and 2, please delete your comment, because I fixed it! Yay! It's fixed! Oh man, it looks so much better on camera than it does in person. Getting those low angles in, oh yeah. Oh, that looks so good. Yeah, I've got to film a video with these two. Oh yeah. But yeah. It works. Kato 844 is completely functional. Expect a video in the coming weeks with these two, probably a double header or something along those lines. But yeah, I'm just gonna mess around with 844 now. It runs great. I don't know anything really much about the pulling power or anything, but I don't care. I fixed it. Or at least it fixed itself, one of the two. Whatever the reason, it works now. I'm not complaining. I'm just gonna be happy and move on with my life. And by move on with my life, I mean sit down here in my disgusting, humid, musty basement for the next 20 minutes and run this thing, and then go upstairs and eat lunch, and then do it for another 20 minutes. And why am I telling you my personal life story? Anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not going to make a depressed ending this time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to catch those units while you can, especially the Living Legend. Or at least catch it if UP would ever let it out of the shops. Please, UP, bring back 844. I want to see it run. And I will see you in the next video.